It's part of the dynamic map elements. Yeah. AG absolutely was having this map. I want to talk about this search though, or at least the ordnance shit. Like I don't usually go over search, but honestly, the ordnance stuff to me creates some really cool like meta changes to search, but I understand why people wouldn't like it in terms of cheesiness. Like you can just get naded off spawn, but it would start to create a meta, right? Like it would start to be like, okay, if they are gonna throw this fucking car nade, all right, we can't get to Coop early, or we have to go around this way. Or what happens if they start just nading this car, you know? Or like, okay, we're just gonna have to give up like initial B control, so now maybe we just keep going A more often or something, or now we just hit mid through and let them stay towards B. Like there's a lot of things that could start happening simply because teams might start to hit ordnance nades. And then what happens if there's a whole thing where it's like, oh, we know New York likes to throw this nade over here, so we're gonna wait the nades. What if they wait out their ordnance nades and just nade you while you're trying to go this way now? Like after, you know, you've tried to wait for this car nade, they actually just don't throw the guard nade, and now they just throw one for the entrance. You know, there's a lot of things that you can start to think about. And I think that's fun. I think that's cool to like try and figure things out. But I understand that it's like really cheesy just because it's like, you know, the start of the rounds just get fucked. But then it's like, okay, you don't want initial coup control, or you're gonna nade us from getting coup control. We're just gonna try and like send a meta where we just, you know, keep pulling out A or keep pulling out mid to A, or do other things. Maybe throw ordnance nades ourselves, bro. In this round, we get killed by an ordnance nade right here. They go around to this lot and throw an ordnance nade. The funny thing is, like, we knew about it. We tested it out, bro. Damon was constantly hitting this car nade. So we knew it was a possibility, but I guess like we just didn't expect that they were going to pull that shit out. But we knew it was a possibility for you to ordnance nade off spawn to hit this car, because Damon would keep hitting it on us. Like I was one of the like the test dummies, because I was like, all right, let's see if we can fucking like, let's see how deep we can hit this ordnance nade. And Damon was automatic. He would just constantly hit that shit. It was actually really funny. Like the other guys, they would hit like maybe the entrance over here, or maybe like 1 out of like 3 times they would hit the car. But Damon was automatic with that shit. So we knew it was a possibility. We were just like, we just didn't expect that they would do that shit in the match. But typical to them, like they fucking hit it. It's not that easy to hit. But it creates a meta where it's like, oh fuck, we can't go B or have initial control towards like Coop side anymore. Or we can throw an ordnance nade ourselves. Literally, they throw the ordnance nade from lot here. What we were trying to do was we would try and do an ordnance nade where you would be able to hit like the white truck over here, but you wouldn't really get the timing. But they did like their research. They wrapped around lot here, then threw it, and you can throw it over here. That's how we died to this. So now it's like, okay, if you want to ordnance nade on defense, okay, we can ordnance nade on offense, and we can do the same shit to you. So that's why I kind of was like, oh, it is kind of bullshit that it got GA'd, but maybe that's just me, because, I mean, I'm not the one playing, but I like the idea of, like, more mind game shit to that can complicate things. Good timing by AG. Snaking through. People on Reddit were trying to hit that nade. It took some people hours even to hit it once. Yeah, I mean, when you're a pro player, it's a little bit easier. If y'all win the event, tell AG to rip his shirt off on stage. I'm not telling him to do that. They took a Benjay route to hit the nade. Not really, but I see what you mean. Benjay route is over here. They took a half Benjay route. They just went over here and threw it.
20 seconds to go in the round in this 2v2. Optic Texas don't have to move, but there's the bomb plant.
Now, I personally, I would ban the crazy wallbang plant spots over the ordnance nade stuff. I would ban that shit first, or GA that shit first before the ordnance shit gets GA'd. But maybe that's just me. Ordnance nade, at least you got to find the lineup, test it out, do it in a match, like actually, you know, hit it. The G8 spot or the wallbang spots, anyone could do. Bro, I could do that shit easily. Anyone could just wallbang a spot if they know the spot. But like doing the nade and doing it with the timing and like actually hitting it in a match is a little bit different. Obviously, like both of them should probably get taken out if you're taking them out. But if I were to take like one to get taken out, I would take the wallbang spots first. I don't know. I just think it creates a cool like mini game. Inside search. I was at the event and my heart sank when they got the triple nade. Mine did too, because I was like, fuck, we knew that was a thing. But they just hit it. Like, I don't know, we probably should have expected it because they were doing the Ordnance nade shit the whole time. That they could do it. I guess we just, I don't know.
This might just be a guaranteed kill. His team gets the bomb down. It is a 4v4 retake, and Brad found himself in an interesting position as well. Shotzi gonna hear all of this. He knows players are in green.
In both matches against FaZe, it looked like Optic played better fundamental COD, but got outslayed in both matches. How do you fix that without giving up too much? I mean, obviously we have to play a little bit differently. I'm not giving away what we have to do, but like we've lost him what 5 times now. Something's got to change. They get punished for figuring shit out. That's what I'm saying. Like they did the work, but then it just instantly got taken away from him because everyone was just like, oh, it's cheese. But like we were testing shit out. We were doing Ordnance saves ourselves this tournament. I would have just liked to see what it would develop into. But I understand why it's cheesy, because you're just getting naded off spawn. But again, like, start doing something different, you know? I don't know. I feel like that's the common shit. At least back in the day, it would just be like, oh, well, we can't do this anymore. They're throwing the strong arm shit. First, let's do it ourselves. And then second, how can we fuck it up for them that they're using their nades and shit like this? Like how? Whoa! There's significant advantage we have it on other sides of the map, or with them not having tax anymore or shit. I don't know. I would have just like to see what it would turn into, but we didn't get a chance like that.
And now it's a 2v1. That is trust in the comms. He heard the one-shot call out and flew in with a pistol. Now Hydra. And between these two players, great trigger discipline, but question is, how quick can he be to trade out Dashy?
FaZe gets momentum, then Optic gets checked, and FaZe starts running it down. I mean, great analysis there.
To the back alley. What reaction time? Wham!
Never go against Batman in hand-to-hand combat. He is going to take you.
That was dirty from Brandon, by the way. This is a good reaction time.
Confidence in the world. They are running it down. They are challing. And for good reason. Subliners right now struggling so far on Karachi.
Dodging nades. Such lovely routes taken to avoid the usual spots. Shotzi got some damage in. Sid, EOD might not save you here, mate. Oh.
How does he not die to that? What the fuck?
Shotzi got some damage in. Sid taken to avoid the usual spots.
Oh, I only shot him like once. I thought he shot him multiple times.
EOD might not save you here, mate. Oh, it just about does. Hydra there for the immediate first.
Still, I guess, I don't know. Maybe he was like super weak.
Here's a day one corner. Optic. Something you need to check. Well, Pred's actually carrying the routes toward mid.
Hello.
And that's just above Kismet. He's calling this out to his teammates, but Kismet's giving information on the A side of the map, and 2 players from Optic are stacked up towards mid in green, but the difference isn't going to be enough. Kenny does get caught. That might find a
You guys won Major 2. Who do you think gets MVP? I don't know. Depends on who did well in the finals, I think. That's how it usually goes, right? I don't know. I would probably give it to Ken based on the way he was playing the finals and just like in the tournament. JP, I got hit with ads. Oh, what was your question? Oh, I was saying basically, I mean, not to give much away, but like obviously something needs to change with how they're playing. Like, what is it's been like 5 times now that we've lost them.
Reigning world champs. What have they got in the playbook? 2-2 split.
I'm not gonna go into it, but obviously something needs to change because what's happening right now isn't really working.
That's an outstanding first blood.
We're getting close, but close isn't. I mean, close isn't good enough. Obviously. What happened when AG blacked out? What do you mean by that?
Spreading the map, waiting for the information to come to them.
When AG blacked out.
It's full pockets for Kiz.
Oh, are you talking about the invasion hardpoint? Probably talking about the invasion hardpoint from Winners Finals. Now, it was just a moment where we were gonna try and play off the time because the time was running low on that P3, but he was staying in the time. It's like I think Ken called out or someone called out to get off time so that going into that P4, it would only be 1 second for them to actually start like holding time. But I don't know, technically we never even broke onto the P4, so maybe it wouldn't have mattered, but if we only saw maybe 1 second, we would probably have been able to like maybe contest just for that 1 second.
There it is. Bomb down.
It was going to be hard to win if we couldn't win off P3 regardless. But yeah, there was probably a better chance. What's good, Frederick?
What a brilliant defensive round from Optic. Hydra, though, still alive. Makes it a 2v2.
How many votes are needed to get a map in? Is it 8 or 9? To get a map in, it just has to be majority. You just have to be majority, and then it just okay. Like let's say what was it for the? What was it for? Let's say for to get 6-star in. So it was 6-star for Skid Row, right? All you have to do is get, I guess, I don't know what happens if it's a 6-6 tie. I'm not sure. But if it's, I'm assuming it just stays the same at 6-6. But if 7 votes get in, then it goes, or first it's just 7 votes to get the map in. It's not what to get it removed for yet is. It's 7, do we want 6-star in? 7 votes say yes. So then it becomes a vote of like, which map is getting taken out. So then it's just majority. So like, let's say 2 teams vote Karachi. Maybe, 8 teams vote Skid Row. This is obviously not the exact stuff. And then 2 people vote Subbase. Then it's just like, okay, we're taking Skid Row out. But this is all anonymous. So since it's done by the league, it's all anonymous. You don't know what other teams are voting for. And then it just is like, okay, Skid Row out the most votes, so it's going to go in for 6-star. That's how the map stuff works. Wasn't the vote for 6-star 7-5? Yeah, so the vote, or well, 6-star control, it was 7-5 to keep it in. So it was only 5 votes to take it out. So since it was only 5 votes to take it out, it just stayed with High Rise. It needed the majority to get removed. Or, yeah, to get this removed. I kind of like Skid Row if they would just adjust P2, but they're not adjusting P2. And also, the spawns are much deeper. I mean, mostly it's just the P2, though. Like, you're not breaking the P2 or the P5 in this new patch. It's just so hard. Especially the P2. Did the pros not like departures? I guess not. We never even got to test it in Scrim. Because we already saw that teams were just not going to play it. Because we started a little bit later than some of the other teams, like 2 days later.
He's not going to cut him down the middle. He's going to hit the front. There's the fight. Ring around a Rosie.
If it was 7-5 to get 6-star in on control, isn't that a majority? No, it was 7-5 for High Rise. So it was only 5 votes to get it in. So that's not majority. 5 votes for 6-star. Or sorry. 5 votes to get removed or get this removed. Remove High Rise. 7 votes. Keep High Rise. Is 6-star in for Hardpoint S&D? It's in for Hardpoint. The S&D vote I think is going on now for Terminal. I don't know if it got passed or not. I have no idea.
Slightly different looks here. Dashi just hops, checks it, gets it. And you have Kismet
Vista hardpoint replaces evasion. Breaking news just now. Well, that wasn't breaking news. Everyone knew that. It was 9-4. It was 8-4 to GA the rival. Yeah, 8-4. But so this is what it is. It's for a map to get removed. It's a you just need a majority. So it just needs 7-5 for a map. Because it's just like, do we want Skyrise in or not? If it's majority, it gets pushed to what are we actually voting it for? Which map? But for GA, it has to be overwhelming majority. I mean, I don't know who decided all this. I'm just saying this is what it is. So you need 9 votes. 8-4 is not good enough. Did you go over all the stage 3 changes? We've been talking about a bunch of them. But if anyone has more stuff or want to talk about specific stuff, I can talk about it. Have you voted on term yet? Sounds like not yet. I don't think so. I think it's happening like today or some shit. I don't know. That's a question for Ant. Wait, so which is replacing Skid Row? 6 Star is replacing Skid Row. Did anyone ever test Greece? We never tested it. I don't know about other teams. Can someone summarize all the changes? So MCW doesn't 4-bullet anymore, so it's a little bit weaker. For the maps, Skyrise. High-Rise is staying in control. It didn't pass the vote to get 6-star control in. 6-star is actually getting put in for Hardpoint at least. For Skid Row, Vista got put in for Invasion Hardpoint. And there's currently a vote to get 6-star S&D in. Why does Optic start so slow? What do you mean? Want to leak Ant's vote for today? Nah, if he wants to tell you what we're voting, he can tell you. Is it the same rep for map changing votes as the GA chat vote? Yeah. Any insights on how 6-star plays? I mean, it's hard to tell you without like VOD of how it plays, but right now it's just 2-2 meta, similar to like the other maps. Or I guess not all the other maps anymore. Similar to like Karachi or whatever, it's 2-2. Going down 100 points almost every hard point. I've talked about this before.
Even got a body shot in before the round ended. 3-3. Gotta let the old teammate know. Sid, the movement clean, nice little 2-pump goes prone.
Combination. It's a combination of like, okay, we might not win the break, but it's not because of the break off. It's because of things that happen, or maybe decisions that happen right after the break off, and then sunk cost shit. In my opinion, sunk cost things where it's like, oh, we're down so much now, we have to hit old here, but it's like you have to break the cycle. It's weird because it doesn't happen to us in scrims anymore, but it did happen to us in those matches. What's good, Prodigies? Yeah, the thing is like, yeah, we come back from the map, but it's like it's too little too late. Obviously.
You're just uncomfortable.
Gotta watch out for shots. He's gonna make you real uncomfortable. Oh no, the timing, Kismet. Choose him.
Is it weird for me to say, but I think Invasion S&D is the most fun to watch S&D with different strats minus cheeky wallbangs. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's a pretty decent search map. I like Karachi a lot more. I think there's more variety in Karachi. The weight of your vote should correspond to how many CDL points you have. Miami, LAT don't deserve... No, everyone deserves to have a vote. I'm just confused why bottom teams wouldn't want to change things up. That's more of what probably like we were wondering about. Because usually it's the ones that are on the bottom that are trying to get things changed because they weren't doing well in the meta currently. Have you guys been scrimming phase since the major right now, or no? Or if so, how's it been going? Well, first federal question I want to answer anyway, but no, we haven't been because they're our first match and we're their second match, so we play on the first weekend. Did AG get to wrestle a shark in Miami? No. What the fuck? How do scrims work? Do you have a schedule? Do you have to book them in? What does that process look like? So every like Wednesday night, we get a call just to book the scrims. So sometimes there will be open spots, but most of the time people just pre-book and like ask you on the side, oh, or do you need a scrim Tuesday 4:30? Need a scrim fucking Saturday 1 o'clock? Like, they book it that way, or we all book it that way. But again, you won't play teams that you're playing 2 weeks out in a match. And then when it goes to like a LAN, right before the LAN, you won't play anyone on, or you won't scrim anyone right before the event that's on your side of the bracket, or that you could possibly play if you drop down to lower bracket. It's one team a day, 3 maps. What do you mean? No, we scrim 2 teams a day, and it's every map in the map set. Except search is like, it'll either be all the respawns or it'll be like a best of 11 or hardpoint search. So it's like between 8 to, I would say, 11 maps. Is it term S&D or high-res S&D in the vote for 6-star? I believe it's terminal. Do you scrim top challenger teams? Sometimes in search, but we haven't done that in a while. But it's hard because we want to play on the CDL servers and the CDL 60 hertz shit. So we can't play challengers on that. Especially if there's like a difference in the patch that we're playing on than they are. Any times you think you can make a difference with the new rosters? What do you mean by that? Anytime you think you can make a difference with the new rosters? Oh, any teams maybe you meant? Any teams do you think you can make a difference? I don't know. I think it's going to stay the top 4 teams. Maybe that's just me, but I don't think anything's really going to change. That was the Ordnance aid. So, like I was saying before, to me it was just annoying because we knew it was a possibility. Fucking Damon was hitting this automatic, this car. Other guys, I think Ant was trying it. Ken may have been trying it too, but it wasn't automatic. It was like once every 3 or 4 they would get it. So they weren't like as confident to use it in a match. But typical for Skies to hit that shit. Why didn't Ordnance get banned? It was nerdy and cool to see this. I mean, I was talking it a little bit before, but I would have liked to see how everything would have developed. Like there was a lot of things that can be like start developing because of Ordnance nade specifically. Like I was talking about, you have the card nade now. If you think they're going to hit the card nade, you're obviously going to either delay your push or you're going to go this way around or you're going to go A. Like obviously, the fast coup control just isn't going to be a thing anymore for the offensive side. You could also just throw the nade yourself. We died round 1 to them hitting nades over here on the offensive side. Ordnance nades aren't just defensively sided nades. You can do it on both sides. You just have to be creative with it. This one is just more annoying because it's a common route, especially if you're going towards the B side, and it blows up the car. So you just have to hit one of them. Like you don't have to hit 2 nades on it. You just have to blow up the car. Is that a cool dynamic though? I think it is, but I see the cheesiness of it. I personally, maybe it's just whoever you ask the preferences, but I think it would be a cool thing to start seeing how it develops. But I see the cheesiness in it. Why not just ban on this map? Because they just don't want to have to deal with it on the other maps, I guess, because There's other stuff on other maps you can do Ordnance nade wise. You do like private coaching sessions? No. Maybe over the off season, or maybe I don't know. I just don't want to swamp my time with more coaching stuff. I have these streams, I have the actual scrims and stuff, and then after that, I kind of just want to just chill and not get burnt out. I'm just so afraid of burning myself out by just constantly doing shit. Because I do like stuff off stream too, like obviously watching VOD and stuff. Hey Jay, what is good, man? Appreciate the sub. Welcome, man. Thanks for the sub with Prime. What were the vote numbers for Ordnance? I don't have an idea on the numbers. I just know it got taken out.
You may never see it again. 3.
Dude, then when that shit happened, me and Damon looked at each other like, oh fuck, we knew that. Like, Damon goes, "That's the nade I was hitting," or some shit. It was actually really funny. Obviously, it wasn't funny in the moment, but because we're about to lose this map. But he's just like, "Fuck, dude, that was the nade I was hitting." What rank are you in ranked? Dude, I haven't played ranked on this game. I got last year I got up to Crimson something, but I legit haven't played ranked on this game. I use my time to watch more than I do to play. This will be the last time we have talks about GAs and map changes. For this match, or for this season, yeah. I don't think anything's gonna change for the next stage after this, or champs. Again, they hit us with two different Ordnance nades in this map. And they were both from different sides, so I was on the whole wave of like, I'm down to keep it just to see how everything starts shaking out. Maybe, I mean, that's just my mindset on it. Is Benjay really FaZe new coach, or was that a troll? No, I don't think so. Plus, there's going to be no... Oh, that's another thing. That's why we took a little bit of a longer break, because I knew that we wouldn't have another break for the rest of the season, pretty much. Because between stage 3 and stage 4, there's no week in between it. It's literally, you get on your flight Monday, and then you could have a match Friday. If you ever need a sub in mid-termy, who would go in and need a JP League debut? Okay, first, you would not want to see me in the league. Second, it would be Damon. Damon would be the sub. Did you watch the Optic 1v1? It was good content. I saw some of it, some of the matches, but it was good, yeah. I got nothing left in this water.